Hello, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Hello, what is up you guys? This is update number 2 of my project pan, and this is going to be my favorite update yet. I mean, there's only been one other one, my introduction and then my update 1. This is update 2. If you are new to these project... Excuse me, dog. Do you hear a dog barking? Like, not today, okay? So if you're new, then I will quickly let you know I am doing this for body mists and perfumes only because those are my favorite kind of products to use, favorite to watch. Lotions, I do one at a time or like go through, like, it's whatever. Same with shower gels, it's too much. So my favorite things are body mists and perfumes, so that is what I am doing in this project Use It Up. I do 8 body mists and 4 perfumes. So every single time I use some up, I'll add some in. Now, however, I've been doing such a good job, you guys, that this update I'll still have 8 body mists and 4 perfumes. Perfumes will probably stay the same because I do have a lot to go through and those take a while to go through. But body mist wise, I think I'm gonna start going down because I don't actually have that many left in my collection, which is crazy. But next time, I don't know if I'm gonna start with my next update next month and start doing 7 body mists, then 6, then 5, then 4. Until I'm good, but for now we'll still do 8. Yeah, I've been doing really good, you guys. You guys are gonna be so proud of me. And yes, a video is coming on how to use up your products. I practice what I preach, I promise. I have been using up all my products. I use stuff that I get right away, unless something's like my base collection that I'll use once in a while. But for the most part, like body mist wise, I usually use what I get right away. So that's what I've been doing, and the ultimate goal is to have a collection where every single day I look at my collection and there's not one product that I'm like, oh, let's just use this because I'm using it up. Every single day I want to look at my collection and be like, I love every single one of these. I can't wait to decide what I'm wearing today. That's the vibe that I want to go for, and that doesn't mean have little body mist, a lot body mist, medium body mist. It doesn't matter. It's just when my brain is at that stage where I'm like, I love every single one. Which one do I want to use today? Nothing that I just want to use up to use up. That's the stage that I want to be at, so then when new stuff comes out, I can buy it and try it and not feel weird or guilty about it, because that's a bad mindset to put yourself in. But in general, that is the goal. So let's get started. I'm going to show you products I used up first, and then the ones that I have progress on, and then add in for that category. So we're gonna start with body mists. Without further ado, let's get started. So the first body mist that I have used up is Jasmine Rainfall. This is a newer-ish collection that came out, was it this spring? I'm not sure. This is Ivory Jasmine Dewy Pear Through the Water. We started off all the way at the top. This was from update 1, and I used up the rest of it, which was about half, during this last month. I used this casually, like when I wanted something really fresh and clean, and then I started taking it to work towards the end of it. But I absolutely loved this. I am a big fan of jasmine lately, which I didn't know. Over time, after using, like, some people like do research and stuff onto notes. I'm not a big research girl. Like, if I have to, I will, but I'm more so like learn from experience. And I've noticed with a lot of jasmine scents, they are very like aquatic, clean, fresh, not too florally, I guess, if that makes sense. So this was a beautiful pear scent with a hint of jasmine, very like it's raining, dewy, out of the water kind of scent. It was really pretty. I really enjoyed this. I don't think I would repurchase it. I don't think any body mist is worth repurchasing unless it's like an all-time favorite, because there's always new ones that are similar. But I really enjoyed it while I used it, and it is out of my collection, so that is used up. The next one that I used up is Jasmine and Elderberry. So we started off right here. I was using this randomly. This is such a pretty, like out of the shower girly Victoria's Secret kind of scent, you know, like what a Victoria's Secret angel smells like when she gets out of the shower kind of vibe. This is Jasmine and Elderberry. Again, jasmine, very pretty, slightly like lighter fruity floral, but yeah, I was here last time and used up the rest of it. I can't remember if I took this to work or not, or if I just casually used this up because I used it up pretty fast. But yeah, another half body mist that I used in a month. Really pretty scent, not a repurchase for me. Usually about when I use up this much, I'm like, wow, like I love this scent, I would repurchase, and by the time I'm done with it, I'm like, I don't need it again. So make sure to not buy back up straight away. So that's 2 out of 8 so far that I've used up. Here is number 3 also used up. Yes, I did it, you guys. This is Pure Seduction Splash, newest body mist that I added to my collection. I'm very careful with what I add. I have to really love it, and I really loved this one. This is Magnolia Petals, Juicy Watermelon, Pure Seduction Makes a Splash. This was like a watermelon fruit punch scent. I will say this actually stuck to my skin and my clothes pretty well. Like, it was actually strong. I mean, I overspray, but regardless, this was actually pretty strong, and it projected, which doesn't usually happen for me for body mists. But I took this to work, used it all the time, got compliments, loved it, loved the packaging. Would I repurchase? No, there's other fruity scents out there, but I can't believe I used this up and it's not even summer yet. Should I have saved it for summer? No, we're not that girl anymore. But yeah, this was really nice. It was up here. I used this entire thing. That's crazy, right? Used it all up. And believe it or not, I used up a 4th one. This is white t-shirt. I mean, this wasn't that hard to use up. I was here at my last update. This is where I started. So it was just this much. I used this. Oh, this, by the way, is Crisp Pear, fresh white t-shirt, lavender cloud, clean musk, soft sandalwood. A very, like, laundry dryer sheet type smell. I used this on my bedding. I'll talk about this more in my video on using products up, but don't just spray to waste it, but I do like waking up every morning, making my bed, and spraying my bed sheets with a body mist. And I used this for that. I also sprayed it on myself, so it was dual purpose. I loved wearing it on me because smelling like dryer sheets and clean it just makes you smell like you do your laundry and you wear clean clothes, which people love that. People love hugging someone that smells like fresh and clean laundry. So a good scent in general, but I also liked this on my bed sheets. But yeah, use this guy up. And you guys, last but not least, finished wise, I finished the 5th body mist. Crazy. I just finished this yesterday, so yeah, this is Winter Cherry Blossom. I never liked any of the other, I don't like Japanese cherry blossom too much. I've revisited it and it's not that bad, but I also never liked the regular, was it just cherry blossom? Was that what it's called? That one's okay, but this was like a very light cherry blossom scent. It's frosted cherry blossom, ruby berries, silky amber. Amber I usually don't like, but here it didn't bother me. It was just a very nice, light, really airy, fresh, fruity floral. So for those days that I wanted to smell really feminine, this was perfect. I also started off just using it when I wanted to feel feminine, and then I was right there. So I like used this up a lot this month. I don't know, I honestly can't think to myself in the last 4 weeks how it's possible that I used up so many body mists, but I do take them to work and I spray myself, I overspray. Whenever I remember or I have to go to the bathroom, I'll spray again, because these aren't going to hurt anyone. I do get lots of compliments on this. This was a compliment getter for sure. You will, if you overspray, you will smell good, but then it'll go away quickly, so you can respray over and over. So just bring your body mist with you, whatever you're using that day. But yeah, that's mostly how I use them up so fast. But yeah, use this up at work. I'm so proud of myself. So that's 5 out of 8 body mists. Granted, some of them didn't have much left, but 5 out of 8 body mists that I used up. I am so proud of myself, you guys. Now that means there's 3 left that I just made progress on, I didn't use up. So this is Cherry Limeade. This is Juicy Red Cherries, Candied Lime, Sparkling Citrus Soda. I am so happy that I'm finally getting use out of this. I raved about this scent when it first came out. I think I had a backup and I ended up giving it away, but or selling it. I don't remember what I did with it, but I finally started actually like using the product instead of just like talking about it. I love this scent. It's such a limey, fresh, really zesty scent. I love it for the gym. I love it on my bed sheets to wake me up in the morning. I do some stretches whenever I wake up. I have like apple cider vinegar and I do my split stretches because I'm trying to learn the splits. I've been at it for months. I'm almost there. And I like to spray this on myself and on my bed sheets or my yoga mat to kind of wake me up. So that's what I've been using this for, and just for the gym. I started off right here and I am all the way down here. So this one has actually been going really fast. I don't know if the sprayer is stronger on this bottle. It feels like it's like more intense. So I don't know if it's spraying more product, but this is actually going by really quickly. So I'm sure I'll be done with this soon. But yeah, I love Cherry Limeade. It just doesn't last at all. Like maybe 10 minutes. It's not a long-lasting scent at all, so it's just to give you that vibe and then it's gone. So that's probably why I used up so much, because it no longevity whatsoever. Then you guys, I have Grapefruit Frosé. This is Sparkling Grapefruit Frozen Rosé Sunsplash Sugar. One of my favorite grapefruit scents of all time. I started off up here and I only did about an inch right here, but that's because I was using other products more. I love this scent so much. Oh my gosh, it's such a sweet grapefruit. I cannot wait to use this more this month. I've noticed these updates get more and more exciting for me because I'm starting to use products that I'm obsessed with. I love all my products. I decluttered anything that I wasn't in love with. But I do notice with these Project Use It Ups, I start with the products that I like the least out of the ones that I love. So the more we get through, the more I'm getting to the ones that I really adore. And this is one of them. So I'm definitely going to get more use out of this. I cannot wait to use this. And the last one is a Fresh Getaway. This has easily become English language is difficult. One of my favorite scents of all time. This is Bright Yuzu Citrus Fresh Ocean Air. I started over here, now I'm over here. I use this more for when I'm like going somewhere, like I go to class or something like that. I like to smell fresh but a little more sophisticated. This is like a sophisticated citrus scent. It kind of gives like a yacht vibe. I've said that every single time. It's like a fancy yacht citrus. It's like a grown woman citrus, but still fresh, a little like watery, beachy. It's really good. I adore this one. I feel like $1,000,000 when I wear this, and that's not usually common for fresh scents. So yeah, I used up a decent amount. I can't wait to get more use out of this. This isn't one that I like spray to use up whatsoever. I really have been enjoying this. Okay, so before we move on to perfumes, let's add in the ones that I'm going to be using this month. And I'm so excited. This is going to be so fun because I have 3 that I'm still using, which means math. I get to add in 5 because I used up 5. So I was looking through my collection, what I want to add, and I decided that the month of May is going to be a watermelon month. I'm going to add in a bunch of watermelon scents. It's getting really warm here. I'm in California, so it's never like cold. But although I haven't been here a year yet, but already I feel like when it is cold at night, like I'm actually really cold. So, but I have no right to say I'm cold because I'm from like the Chicago area. So like, is it really cold? You know what I mean? But either way, it's getting really warm. It's getting nice out. So I want to bring out my watermelon scents now because I'm just ready for them. And then when it gets even warmer, I have more like aquatic scents that I can use. But yeah, let's bring in some watermelon. So I have 5 scents in total that I'm bringing in, and most of them are my watermelon scents. So the first one I'm bringing in is Pink Watermelon Blast. I'm all the way up top on this one, so we'll see how far we can get. This is Juicy Pink Watermelon Sugared Strawberry Blossoms Lime Zest. This potentially might be my favorite watermelon scent that Bath & Body Works has ever come out with, because this is like a, I don't know, like a candy watermelon. It kind of reminds me of like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. It still has like that watermelon freshness, but I think it's that strawberry, like sugared strawberry blossoms, I think, and lime zest that makes it kind of smell like candy. They come out with a lot of watermelon like fresh scents and watermelon scents in general, but like a candied one like this makes me think of like 4th of July. Like Firecracker Pop was that like slushy cherry scent. This is like the watermelon version of that. So I absolutely adore this, and I cannot wait to use this. I'm gonna use this whenever I'm going somewhere fun and just want to smell super girly and sweet. I cannot wait. So this one is being added in. Next, you guys, I am adding in my watermelon lemonade. Again, this is all the way up top. This is watermelon ice, sparkling water, sugared lemon. Everybody knows watermelon lemonade. It's super refreshing. It literally just smells like watermelon lemonade. Sweet but like sour at the same time. I thought this would be a good one for the gym once I'm done with cherry limeade. I'll probably use this the same way as that one. Super refreshing, super beautiful. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get use out of this. Then I'm adding in Pink Watermelon. This is a Juicy Watermelon Pink Petals Dewy Aloe. Again, all the way up top. And this smells like the fresh watermelon. That aloe makes it, I feel like a lot of people didn't like that aloe. I really like it. It makes me feel very like refreshed and clean, and it has that like watermelon juice sweetness to it. I love this scent, a little fresher, so when it's really hot, this won't be like too much. So if I'm reaching for a watermelon scent that I don't want to be too sweet or too zesty, just fresh and clean, this is the one that I'm gonna use. Also really good for the gym probably, so I will definitely get so much use out of this. Next, I'm adding in this Victoria's Secret one. This is Twist of Watermelon. I've been saving this because of how much I like it, but I'm not a save a body mist kind of girl anymore unless it's like really an all-time favorite. This is Watermelon and Mandarin. I'm right there, so I have used a little bit, but not a lot. Also, I got this on Mercari, so I don't know how much was used by the previous owner. I can't remember. But this smells like the most delicious watermelon scent ever. The mandarin is beautiful and fruity, but not overpowering or citrusy or too much at all. It's like sometimes citrus, especially in Bath & Body Works scents, can be lean very clean and zesty, and in Victoria's Secret, they're usually a little more sweeter, a little more girly, a little more perfumey, and that is why I like Victoria's Secret scents. I feel like there's more Bath & Body Works scents that I end up keeping and enjoying, but Victoria's Secret, when they hit the mark, they hit the mark. So yeah, I love this one. Watermelon Mandarin, but in like a girly, I don't know, more fun way than just the notes of watermelon and mandarin. Because if this was a Bath & Body Works scent, it would just be mandarin, watermelon, and something else, and it would smell exactly like that. This has a hint of like a girly, perfumey, I don't know, cuteness to it. So that makes no sense. I know, but I cannot wait to use this. And the 8th body mist that is going to be in my Project Use It Up is Bombshell Beach. I love the packaging of this. I think this is gorgeous. I just started using the lotion to this, which the lotions aren't very moisturizing. They're more for scent, but most of them just smell like lotion, like they have that lotion smell. But I mix oils with them to make them more moisturizing. But either way, I wanted to add in the matching body mist. I love this so much, you guys. I mean, Bombshell Beach, which is the same as Bombshell. What was the other one? Summer, Bombshell Paradise. And they've made so many versions of this. They've actually started making different perfumes now. So I don't know if they stopped remaking this scent. Also, if you hear like garden work, I'm sorry. Some of the windows are open. It's really nice out right now. But yeah, I wanted to add this because it's a very like feminine, beautiful. I believe this has like grapefruit, blackcurrant maybe. It's just a really sweet, beautiful scent, and this is the it girl fragrance that I want. Like if I was, whenever I watch like reality TV from back when I was younger, just like really fun, like The Hills, was that one? I can't remember, but those shows, like this is what I think like the beachy California girls would wear, so I cannot wait to get use out of this. Alright you guys, let's move on to perfumes. So I had 4 perfumes in my Project Use It Up. The first one was DKNY's Be Delicious, which I used up. I was right there. I think I just added this in last time, but I don't know if you can tell. You can see my whole setup in there. But I used this up. I got compliments on this. It doesn't last that long, but everyone thought I smelled like fresh, clean out of the shower, like I just shampooed my hair, even when I hadn't washed my hair. I closed the door, hopefully it sounds better, but yeah, even when I hadn't washed my hair, I was getting compliments on this, so this was a really good one. I will definitely potentially repurchase this in the future, or a different version of it. This is always going to be a good one. Be Delicious is always, always good. Now the second one was Burberry Her, the EDT. Totally different than the regular Burberry Her. I don't have it with me to show you because I already sold it on Mercari. I mentioned in my last video that the white florals sometimes can be sharp on me and that I'd see how it goes when I test it out. I tested it out once to work and I knew it was too sharp for me. It's not a bad fragrance whatsoever, but when I see a perfume that costs that, like with a body mist, it's a little different. They're a little cheaper. With a perfume, if I'm using it and I'm like, it's okay, it's all right, like I like it, like I'll just use it for work, I'll use it up, like it's fine. I'm like, no. Why? Why when I could be going to work every single day feeling my best and being like, oh, I love my scent today? Why when I can resell it and get some of that money back? Why when I can give it to someone else to enjoy and I can actually enjoy the day? Do you know what I mean? So I decided to sell that one, so that one's out. So there's 2 other ones that I had left over. One is Black Opium. This is the Nuit Blanche version. The only Black Opium that I really, really enjoy because it has more of like a sweet cappuccino smell. This has sold me on Black Opium. I love the smell of this. I love the sweetness of it. I use it at night mostly. If I do, since most of my perfumes are more fruity and fresh, I do like having this in case I am wearing more of like vanilla fragrances. But this is where I'm at right now. This is where I started, first update, and this is where I am now. I'm going through it pretty fast. This is discontinued, so I'm gonna be a little sad when it goes away. But I've been thoroughly enjoying this. I don't rush my perfume usage at all. So I've genuinely been just really enjoying this, but that is still in. And the last one is Apple Juice from Zara. This is the the dupe for Chanel's Chance of Tundra. It's similar. That one just has like more of a sexiness to it than this does. I started right there and now I am right here. So I used a decent amount. I love this. It makes me feel so fresh. I get compliments on this. It doesn't last super long or long at all, but neither does the Chanel one. But this is a great alternative if you have the Chanel one and you want to use it more for special occasions because of how expensive it is. This will get you through the day. And it's a really pretty scent. Also, the packaging of this I absolutely love. I love the juice color. I think it's really pretty. So that stays in. So that means that I need to add 2 perfumes in, which I have chosen. First one I am adding in is Moschino's. This is Toy 2? Yeah, this is Toy 2. So this, people say, is kind of like light blue from Dolce & Gabbana, but this has more of an apple fragrance. This to me smells like white t-shirt from Bath & Body Works, the one that I used up. I think it smells really similar to that, just with an added like apple fruity note. I think it's delicious, so fresh, so clean, clean laundry. I love the packaging of this. I didn't think I would as much as I do, but I love my fresh and clean scents, especially right now, so wanted to add this beautiful boy in. I'm adding Versace's Eros Parfum. I have 2 giant bottles of Versace perfumes that I absolutely love. I'm not a fan of their packaging. I think it looks kind of bulky, and I bought really big bottles. So I love the perfumes, but I haven't reached for them. So I'm bringing this out to use. Also have Versense. That one I'll probably put in after I finish one of these up. This is such a pretty perfume. It's like, it kind of smells like a gummy bear at first, and then it settles into this like citrusy, floral, beautiful scent. I absolutely love this. I think it's amazing. I need to actually test it out and wear it more because I haven't used enough of it. That's where I am right now. So we will see. I cannot wait to get use out of this, and if I finish it up and I'm still in love with it, I will get a smaller version of it. But yeah, I love this perfume. I think it's an amazing one. I highly, highly recommend it. All right, you guys, that is it for my update. Tell me you're proud of me. Right there. There's the comment section. Hey, we're proud of you. I am so proud. I can't wait to get used out of these watermelon scents. I can't wait to see how far I get through them because a lot of these scents are brand new and haven't been used much. And I am going through my collection so fast, you guys. I think I only have like 1 cubicle and 3 body mists left. So once I finished 3 body mists, I'll just have 1 cubicle of scents left. That's crazy, 1 cubicle. I'm sure I'll be adding more scents, but then I'm gonna just go based on new ones that come out and using them right away because I am using a lot more than I am adding into my collection, and that is gonna be always the goal. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a month. Bye, guys.